Hey guys, it's Tim. Time for another daily rift. I'm going to be doing this one on my Barbarian though. I've been playing my EU Barb quite a bit, working on getting him up to Torment 6. That's part of my Torment 6 challenge. If you check out my other videos, I have a whole series about getting this Barbarian from nothing up to Torment 6 and how long it's going to take me. It's been going pretty slowly. I'm still in Torment 1 right now. I could handle Torment 2, but I'm, for the most part, just kind of farming up gear, farming up blood shards, stuff like that. Torment 1 goes quite a bit faster, quite a bit more smoothly. I want to show you what I've been doing, though, on this one recently. I did actually activate the Earthquake 4-piece, but I don't have Lut Socks. But I wanted to try it out anyways. I wanted to see if if it'd be viable to still do without Lut Socks. So far, it's actually been going pretty well. Probably not Torment 2 worthy, but Torment 1, it's definitely been more than enough. So I'm using Leap and also Earthquake. A lot of Barbarians, once they get the Earthquake set, they don't do Leap and Earthquake because you get 3 Earthquakes with your 3 Leaps. But since I don't have the Let Socks yet, then I've pretty much just been doing like Earthquake and Leap. Yeah, it's been going pretty well. I did have to change my gear to fire build, and it is certainly not optimal right now. I have not been able to re-roll everything that I want to because I'm still really short on Forgotten Souls. And if you've been watching my Torment 6 series, you'll know that that's actually one of the biggest challenges to starting over, is basically all of the those materials that like you have to farm up, that like you find just tons of, and that you end up passing as it lays on the ground once you're in Torment 6. But up until you're like in a high Torment level, it's a real struggle to get like crafting materials, especially the Forgotten Souls. Because I'm not farming legendaries up near as fast, and a lot of legendaries that I find I'm actually using. I'm still finding a lot of crafting recipes, and so that's making it, I'm pretty sure that that's one of the reasons that I'm not getting as many Forgotten Souls yet, because I'm still getting quite a few crafting recipes. So kind of a bummer, but it's all good. It'll all even itself out. I am having quite a bit of fun though with this Earthquake Leap. It seems to be going a little bit faster. I did switch to fire then, of course, because I had been physical damage. Because I was thinking that I was going to get the Immortal King set before I would get the actual Earthquake set, and well, that proved to be not the case. I actually got to activate the Earthquake set before I've gotten the Immortal King's 4-piece now. So I'm still actually looking for the Immortal King's 4-piece. I think it would be fun to try to get both the Immortal Kings and the Earthquake set. That is going to require a couple more pieces. I'm going to need to get probably the Immortal King's helm, and then like the Earthquake shoulders would be like the ideal setup. I'm going to lose the Cinder Coat then, but I think that's actually fine. That's not such a big deal. But the nice thing about fire is that you can actually you can get fire ancients as well, so you can change your ancients damage into fire. So I think that'll probably be what I end up trying to do. So as you can see, I mean, like, just running Earthquake, it has some pretty decent damage output, just being able to Earthquake twice, on these mobs. And so, yeah, it's been going pretty well. I was kind of concerned. Oh, god darn it, I can't forget this stuff. I gotta make sure to pick all that up. Those crafting materials are really important. I was kind of concerned because when I broke my 3-piece or my 2-piece Immortal King set, actually I had the Immortal Kings has a 2-piece, a 3-piece, and a 4-piece set bonus, and the 2 and the 3-piece are actually pretty decent. Like, it gives you life per fury, it gives you some resistances, it gives you let's see, it gives you resistances, life per fury. It gives you something else. Oh yeah, I guess I have it right here. Plus max fury and increased fury generation. So it is actually pretty useful. That life per fury was really, really useful for me. It saved my ass several times. So I still need to get some Nemesis bracers. I do not have Nemesis bracers, and I really honestly feel like I miss out on. Well, that could be a reason that I'm not getting as many legendaries too, is I don't have Nemesis bracers. I'm just not running into as many elites while going through a rift as I normally would if I had Nemesis bracers. So if you guys have Nemesis bracers and you're not using them, every pylon or every shrine that you get, you guys are missing out. So make sure you use that. take it from someone, a poor soul who has no nemesis bracers on his barbarian here, or on EU at all actually, that nemesis bracers are hugely important to getting upgrades and stuff. But I've actually been really pleasantly surprised at how fast I've been able to gear up this barbarian. I mean, I have the 4-piece Earthquake set, and I've played probably just over 40 hours on him. I wish my Crusader got that kind of luck, but my Crusader is still sitting at a 2-piece of cons, 100+ hours in. Not cool, right? Not cool. So one of the cool things about running Earthquake and Leap Attack is that your Leap Attack actually takes on the rune of Earthquake, and if you don't use Earthquake, then it's just the regular Earthquake. So definitely something to consider. So right now I believe that I'm running the rune with the more damage, yeah, so I actually increased the damage of my Earthquake. You know, I actually think it's going quite a bit better than it even had been when I was using my previous build. I'm going to be uploading some more Torment 6 challenge videos for my Barbarian, but I kind of got behind a little bit on him because I had been playing my Barbarian quite a bit on stream. I think that was maybe a mistake. The problem is, like, I stream every day, so like I don't want to lose out on the opportunity to actually play my Barbarian to continue to advance him, because it's going to take a while to get to Torment 6. But it also makes it really difficult to kind of keep everything straight with the with videos that I put out for it too. So if I do another series like that, I probably won't be streaming it. I'll probably just keep one character, like basically just for YouTube videos and stuff like that, and then the other characters for streaming. Oh, if you guys have not been like, you know, visiting any Diablo 3 websites or anything, there was some more confirmation of seasons recently from a blue post. It talked about the items that they plan on doing. For starters, they do plan on doing season-only legendaries, like we've talked about many times before. They have confirmed that, of course. Again, hey, legendary, a helm. Is it? What is it? Oh, it's Raycor's. Okay, cool. I have one other piece of Raycor's set, so I would actually be really interested in trying out the Raycor's set. Raycor's Will. Cool. Alright, well, I'll put that in my stash. Whoa, this is the end of the rift? Holy moly. I must have a lot of rift to explore yet. Anyways, they have confirmed once again that they will be doing legendary season-only legendaries, or like ladder-only legendaries. And they did also confirm a little bit about how they're going to work. It is going to be only for the season, and then once the season is done, everyone outside of the season, or who did not participate, will be able to start to get those in the normal non-season play. Now, this is something that I did talk about, I think, a couple daily rifts ago, or maybe it was on the stream. This is what I thought they would do. I think this is a fine idea, because they don't want seasons to be required. Like, they don't want people to feel like they have to play the seasons in order to get certain gear. And the way that this is going to be playing out then is you do have to play the seasons if you want to get the gear first. So if they add some awesome sword, right? Let's say they add Excalibur, right? They're not doing that, but let's say that they did, right? That would be like a season 1 exclusive item until the season was over. Once the season's over, everyone who has a season character, that character is going to get moved into the non-season play, back with everyone else, and so will that sword. But in addition to that, everyone who maybe did not participate in the season will now be able to find that sword now that the season is over. I think that's a good idea. I think that's the way that it probably should be. It's gonna let, you know, it does give incentive to people who want to maybe get the items first and stuff like that. Where am I going? Is this really, like, I must have zoomed through a really big rift already. A big, like a rift level, I think, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's a good idea. I think that's the way that it should be. It's gonna let people not participate in seasons if they don't want to, and they'll still be able to end up getting the good items. It is going to, though, make them wait. They will have to wait to actually get those items, which is a bummer. It's a downside to not playing the seasons, but in the long run it doesn't matter. You will still be able to find that in the long run, like that item. Wow. Well, how about this? Must have been the very first level. So what I'm going for right now is I'm going for Lut Socks. Like, I'm just kind of farming up blood shards and going for the Lut Socks, so I can get the like the triple leap. I'm not sure if I'm going to run with Earthquake on my hotbar once I get that. I guess I'll have to see how it works. But so far, I think it's going to be pretty good. I think the Earthquake set does definitely seem to be a pretty powerful set. Of course, right? Every barbarian wants to run. Every barbarian who has it is liking it. But I kind of like to experiment with this stuff on my own before I decide for certain. Which is also why I want to run the Raycore set. I want to give that a shot. People don't really seem to like it very much, but I really like Furious Charge. I'm kind of excited to see what I'm going to be able to do with it, with the Raycore set. Come on, guys, gather you up. So I'm not using the Earthquake that pulls everyone in, but I am using the leap attack that pulls everyone in. So it seems to be kind of useful. Maybe in like a higher difficulty, I'd run like the increased armor or something like that on the leap. That might actually be kind of helpful too. I did put a diamond in my helm for the decreased cooldown. Being able to leap quite frequently, I think, is going to be pretty important with this build. The downside is, when I switched to this helm, I lost a lot. I had been using a Andariel's Visage, and everyone knows Andariel's Visage is huge for damage, because it usually includes, or it can include, of course, crit damage, also an elemental damage type, which is pretty huge too, and some attack speed as well. So all three of those things are really, really big for damage. So when I switched to this helm, I actually lost quite a bit. I did try to reroll into some crit, but I ended up getting just some more Seismic Slam, which I took. Like it, I do use Seismic Slam quite a bit. Uh-oh, fire chains. And Seismic Slam, especially building with fire with the Cinder Coat, is actually pretty good. Like, Seismic Slam is quite a bit cheaper. I have a 23% reduced cost chance, or reduced resource cost on fire skills. So that helps because I'm using the fire Seismic Slam, and then Seismic Slam just does a lot of damage, 735 damage. That's pretty significant. Kind of makes me feel like the cluster arrow sort of thing, just a little bit worse though. Just a little bit. I think it is actually really close. You can do, like, it's easier to spam Seismic Slam than Cluster Arrow when you even have lower gear, so I think that's a plus in the Seismic Slam department. Downside is, I think overall it's less damage because Cluster Arrow has like several different hits, you know, so I think that's actually a pretty big difference. And like all of the hits are AE. All of them. Like you have little grenades that pop out when you do a cluster arrow. Like you have like the initial impact, then you have the grenades. And so it's like a bunch of AE damage basically. Alright, I gotta be close to the Rift Guardian. Gotta be close. Here he comes. Oh fine, we'll kill this Inferno zombie. Come on, die. Man, single target with this thing is not good. Not good at all. I do feel like a Crusader when it comes to like single target fights. Like I can do huge AE damage, but single target is just painful. Holy cow. Earthquake, just such big damage. I love it. I love it. I'm still using Revenge just for a little bit of life, because I lost a lot of toughness when I dropped the, no shoot, when I dropped the Immortal King set. So I am actually still using Revenge for the heal. I could have gotten away without using Revenge with my other build, because I did have the Immortal King set, and that heal is actually pretty decent. And I pretty much just use Sprint just to get around really fast. I could easily change that though.
I can't pick up anything else.
You can't pick up anything else? Oh dear. You know, that helm is not too bad. 666 vitality. Oh. I can reroll the armor into probably crit chance. So there, that gives me actually the 2-piece. Or the effective 3-piece. Oh, I did not know actually that the Furious chart, that Raycor's is actually only a 5-piece set bonus. So you don't have to have all 6 pieces. That's kind of useful. That's kind of good. I like that. So I actually only need 4 pieces. So I need 2 more Raycor pieces before I can actually just start using that set. That's cool. I'm kind of looking forward to giving that a shot. The thing is, after using the Earthquake set, really, to be honest, I wasn't super excited when I got the Earthquake set, because I just wasn't sure how much I was actually going to like it. But now that I've been playing with it a little bit, I really like it. I can see that it's going to be tough to beat with the Raycor set for sure. But of course, I'm still going to try it. I'm stubborn like that. I like weird builds. I like experimenting with this, with this stuff. I actually like the fact that you can change your skills around. I know a lot of people, especially right when Diablo 3 came out, they didn't like that, you know, it wasn't like Diablo 2, and that with Diablo 2, you planned out your skills, and once you had it, you know, into the skills, you couldn't really take it out. And so, a lot of people did not like that about Diablo 3, but I kind of like it because it lets you experiment. It lets you do weird things. And darn it, no boots. What's new? She never gives me anything good. She never does. But anyways, yeah, so that's where my Barbarian is at. Definitely stay tuned on the channel. Hit subscribe if you want to get notified of when I do upload a Torment 6 challenge video. I'm feeling pretty good about my Barbarian. I'm gonna be moving up into Torment 2 here pretty quick, and I think once I get Lut Socks, that may just boost me up quite a bit higher. I do have another pair of Earthquake pants which are better than what I'm currently using. I just need to re-roll them. However, because Forgotten Souls are so rare right now for me, I have chosen to not re-roll them because it's not going to be a huge upgrade for me, but it will definitely be an upgrade. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. So I have 2 other builds on the horizon. Well, actually 3. I have the Earthquake build on the horizon. I'm kind of there. I just need to get the Lut Socks. Once I get the Lut Socks, then I will have the Earthquake set, and then I can really kind of experiment with that and try it out, see what I like, mess around with the build for that. I'm also right on the cusp of attaining the Immortal King set too. I have a total of 2 pieces right now. 1 more piece is going to let me, in conjunction with the Ring of Royal Grandeur, get the 4-piece bonus. So I'm really excited about that one. And then I need 2 more pieces for the Raycor set. So yeah. Weapons, just kind of take a quick look. Mad Monarch Scepter and Hallowed Nemesis. Definitely good upgrades out there. But the Mad Monarch is really freaking good. That proc that explodes and hits everything on the screen does a lot of damage. 1,380% weapon damage. Very cool. Here's a quick look at my build before I let you guys go here too. I'm using Bash Instigation. I may switch that to Cleave though too. And then Seismic Slam, Shattered Ground. I love a Seismic Slam. I'm a big fan of this. I love the change that they did to it. It does a lot of damage. It's really easy to just sit there and spam a bunch too. Leap with Call of Ariat to suck them in to the into the center of the Earthquake. Revenge Bloodlaw for my defense, basically. Sprint Marathon to get me around quick through the rifts. Earthquake with Molten Fury, increasing the damage of the Earthquake. Unforgiving for, I might change this actually, because I had been using this when in conjunction with my Immortal King set, so I gained 2 Fury every 4 Fury every second. but I may experiment using something else here. Superstition, love this ability. I had no idea how good this was till someone made a recommendation to me. They said, hey, try Superstition. It's really good for Fury, actually, and I'll be damned, it is. It's really, really good. Relentlessness, really nice defensive ability, and then Boon of Bolcathos just to decrease that Earthquake cost. Yeah, I could take or leave this one. I may actually switch this one out. I don't find myself casting Earthquake a lot. I'm mostly just leaping, so I'll probably switch this out for something else. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure that you like and subscribe, and check out the stream at twitch.tv/I'mTheMatrix. Have a good one.